Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. This is Kevin Hart. Guys, looking at Sacramento, they took the win in their last game against the Lakers. And just a 2-point win there. They had to fight tooth and nail for it.
And Kevin, you know, they showed how important it is to have a strong bench. I mean, when you are on the road, that depth is vital. I think they really utilized the second unit to extend their offensive assault and just really wore down their opponent.
And guys, I think
Bellinelli is covering. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts. Greg, you were talking about Rondo, and his shooting woes have been well documented. Clark, he tried to tap into Dirk's old shooting coach to help him out while in Dallas.
you know, a good portion of this might be mental at this point for Rondo. He is getting to the point in his career where I think it is what it is for him in regards to his shooting.
There's the bucket. Good. Here's Cousins. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Well, that was a dynamic two-hand dunk there.
Right in the face of the defender.
Just tough and gritty.
It was so tight.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay. There's the pick. Here's D, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Been rock solid right off the bat.
It really has, and they've created a lot of high percentage shots in the paint here already.
Freak passes to D. Bellinelli pulls it in.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
The second chance effort. Kicks it to Freak from downtown in the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest. Well, the main problem last year for the Kings, Greg, their defense. Just couldn't slow teams down on their end of the court, and it cost them.
Yeah, and listen, a lot of it had to do with the defensive problems overall. They were pretty much in the bottom 10 of every major defensive category and dead last in blocks as well.
That's good. Championship. Remember that back in 2008 for Coach Doc Rivers.
I really do. And after that Boston win in the series against the Lakers, Phil Jackson called Rondo the star of Game 6. Everyone had always talked about
wow, and that's
such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
And the call will be
at a fast pace and run a little bit.
Yeah, but you mentioned the second chance points. I mean, you love that determination, and really they just give great effort on every play, always in hustle mode.
There's the dish to Freak. Sinks the triple. Freak's got 12. That is good. Here's Freak. Turned in an outstanding game against Minnesota. Here's D. Makes it off the glass. And Randolph. And it's Tony Allen. And it's Jordan in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Kings, Allison runs the point with McLemore at the 2. DeMarcus can't get it to fall.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is sound.
I mean, you can't have the opposing point guard throwing down on you like that.
Throws down the breakaway jam.
Oh, they are putting
the other way. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Here's D. That's short off the rim. Great positioning on the putback. He's at the pick. Inside. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Randolph. Here's D. And he comes off the screen and slams it through.
Just scratching the surface in terms of his potential.
It's blocked. Allen against Collison. Pass to D. There's the feed to Freak. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Freak's got 15.
Clearly, he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Back. Gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second. Look at that jam!
And this sort of awesome dunk is much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number one right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
To the show that he's putting on in this period.
Here's Freak. Soft touch off the glass. Freak's got 5 points. See if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters.
Talk about complete control. Everything working in this one for D. 25 points, and he's come away with 2 steals as well. He's blown up some plays out there.
Tony Allen is out there with Zach Randolph. Then it's D, and it's Freak in at the 1. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Dave Yeager. And he gets the bucket. 27 points for D.
Well, there you go.
6 points for DeMarcus Cousins. Gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. And what a pickup to get a guy like Carl Gregg on their bench, as you mentioned.
Star qualities ever since he stepped into the NBA. But it wasn't until last season that he was voted to the All-Star game.
Here's D. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Ellenelli's got 7. And back to Cousins last year. He was the first Sacramento King to appear in an All-Star game, which is hard to believe in over a decade. That is a long stretch, a long drought.
I'll tell you what, no question he's been doing a lot of heavy lifting here early in his career. But I tell you what, you